It's a brutal era of endless war, providing the chosen talisman of Nurgle, Epidemius, countless opportunities to spread, observe, and catalog the Plague Lord's myriad glorious diseases.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Epidemius campaign. This is basically sort of like my comfort campaign. Unlike ones like the Emperor Karl Franz campaign, which is a ton of fun, don't get me wrong, but I barely know what I'm doing over there in the Empire with Karl Franz. Playing a Nurgle campaign, it just feels very comfortable for me. So, obviously, the way we left off last time, I mentioned we're going to start this episode out with a battle here against Valkia the Bloody, but I'm just going to take a second and cover the rest of the strategic overview here. We've been pushing the Norskins back down here now. We do have to be careful because we've got these two armies, but they're not nearly as strong as Epidemius' army itself, and we do have all these other armies, and they could sort of bypass Epidemius and come down this way, so we need to be a little bit cautious. But other than that, we did just finish off this province, and we because we're using the mod that slows down our expansion, we do want to make sure that we can keep everything under control here, not let it rebel without us being there to take care of it. And also, we want to give this garrison building time to build up so it can do a reasonable job at defending itself. However, I don't want to completely take the pressure off of Norska here. This is oh no, that's not Norska. Oh no, that's Valkia. Okay, so have we wiped out the Norskins? Does Valkia have any remaining vassals? I honestly don't remember that. Yeah, okay, Mung. So yeah, but Mung's all the way in the upper left corner of the map. So yeah, so we did actually wipe out the Norskins who we were fighting against. Okay, all right. Well, never mind then. It's not a matter of just putting the pressure on Norska, because this is not Norska, and there are two armies here. And this is also a Dark Fortress. So yeah, that's going to be a job for Epidemius to take on all of that. Okay, so in other words, we're just going to hold the line. We're going to play defense here with these two armies. In fact, what we might want to do is start thinking about moving an army eastward in case Malachi does decide to turn around here and come back up this way, because we're certainly, we found out in the last episode this army is way stronger than I was expecting it to be, and it could very easily have come up here and taken Port of Secrets because we have very little defenses over here. But anyway, one thing at a time. What we're going to do for starters here is we're going to go ahead and head to Epidemius. We're going to fight this battle against Valkia, and after we fight and win that battle, because I feel pretty confident we're going to win this battle. I mean, she's got some good units there, don't get me wrong, but it's nothing like this. This is I mean, I hate to use the term, but it's basically a doom stack, isn't it? I mean, all these exalted plague bearers with a soul grinder, some pretty high level heroes, level 50 Epidemius. Yeah, this feels like a doom stack to me. Okay, anyway, so once we win that, we might want to just take a look and see whether or not she's going to want peace. She might want to peace out at that point. I don't know. We shall see. We don't have to, even if she does want to peace out, but there are other things that I would like to do with this campaign, and if we've taken care of basically the Chaos Wastes, it may be time to invade southward and take over Norska and on down into the Empire, Ulthuan or Bretonia, or anyway, we could head any number of different directions. In fact, you know what I should do? I should take a look here. Oh, I don't have the victory conditions overhaul installed for this campaign. Well, that's a bummer. Well, all we have to do then to win a short campaign victory is knock out Malachi with a bunch more occupy, loot, raising, or sacking, and we'll have ourselves our campaign victory. All right, well, that seems pretty achievable. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I could go ahead and let's make sure we've got a plague on ourselves. However, this is not a good plague for us, and she does not have a plague on her. So let's go ahead and put a different plague on ourselves. I can't do the best one for the armies because my melee defense is not available. However, we could do weapon strength and armor and missile resistance. Or we could do fleshy abundance. It's going to have to be... Do we want to do fleshy abundance? We only get one use out of it. And we do have other ways to heal, I presume, right? We do have a... No, I don't. I do not have... I thought I had a Herald of Nurgle, or not a Herald. A, what's he in? He's a plague-ridden. Plague-ridden of Nurgle. I don't have access to healing. Okay, well maybe we do want to do that. The problem is only having the one use of it feels pretty underwhelming. And it's only for one unit. The missile resistance. How many missile units does she have?
Be you mindless?
The Chaos Knights are not. The Marauder Horsemen are. Nothing else is. Okay, missile resistance. Probably not the priority. So if we do weapon strength, armor, and the fleshy abundance, and we put this on Epidemius. Okay. And then I could, with this hero, what can you do? Anything? Wound. 29% chance. I do not like those odds. I'm not going to do the hinder replenishment right now. Alright, well, you know what? I don't think it's going to... I think it's a pretty winnable battle regardless. Decisive victory. The game agrees with me. They do not have an overabundance of large units, but they definitely have a few. So if we can get in the trees, we may still want to do that. And we certainly can. We could fight in these trees. Let's do it. Okay. What we're going to do is the usual and blob up. One of the most important battles of the campaign. Why would we not just use the tactics that we already know win? I will take you and kind of turn you like that. And you and turn you like that. But other than that, we're just going to put Epidemius in the middle. We're going to get our characters to provide their leadership bonus spread out across all the troops. We're going to put our Soul Grinder. We're going to put him here. And open fire. I want to fire on some aspiring... No, those Wrathmongers might be good. What's their armor? Their armor is 80. What about the aspiring champions? Their armor is 140. Just gonna move you a little bit. I'm gonna hit those Wrathmongers to begin with. And I don't think she's got any flying units at all, but we're just going to hold back on the plague drones and try to find a way to get them around behind into maybe some Marauder Horsemen or something like that. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. There's our fleshy abundance.
We come to bring them low, then father's rot takes hold upon what
Up.
remains.
He's pulling back. Well, we'll see if we can do something about that. Go ahead and move forward here. Nope, never mind. You're good. Back up. Go ahead and fire. I'm very curious how much damage he can do to Wrathmongers. Yeah, that's good. That is some solid damage there to a very strong unit. Let's go ahead and hit those Khorne Gores a little bit for good measure. They're a little bit more densely packed. How fast are the Khorne Gores? I'm sorry, the Wrathmongers. They're pretty slow. Oh, and we've got Exalted Bloodletters. I should be hitting those as well. Here they come. They're going to be pretty slow as well. That's okay. I have a lot of confidence in the Exalted Plague Bearers. Okay, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and bring him back a little bit. I need to be very careful about what he's shooting at from this point forward. Where are those Wrathmongers? Here's Dragon Ogres. I think I'm going to keep shooting at the Exalted Bloodletters, though. For now, Chaos Knights, those Warhounds. Probably do want to be careful of those Chaos Knights. Tell you what, though, if those Chaos Knights come at him, that would be a good spot for us to drop some Plague Bears. these Chaos Knights over here, maybe. He's already through more than half of his ammo. Everybody's just going to hold still. Mr. Cultist, you can hold still. There we go, absolutely shredding them with our Plague Javelins, or whatever they are called. Let's go ahead and drop our Plague Bearers on those Chaos Knights over there. Do some work on them. Okay, you've lost your barrier here. We should probably start paying attention to what's going on over here. You are okay, but I do need... I need to start taking on Valkyrie. Okay, let's start getting some of these Plague Bearers into the action here. Make sure that we have... Okay, let's go ahead and get our Plague Drones, chase those Chaos Warhounds off the map. Okay, now you're fighting Valkyrie. Epidemius, where are you at? You're right here. Boom, Chain Hex. Go ahead and do all of your abilities. You don't really need to regenerate right now. This explosion is not going to be great against just Valkyrie, so let's get him over there on those Aspiring Champions. Okay, now you can use it. Okay, we are taking some serious damage over here on the right. You actually are going to need some healing here soon. Get on them. What is that? Chaos Trolls, you take them out. Okay, my Soul Grinder here can run these Chaos Knights off the map. Okay, over here, you guys need to be careful. Epidemius. I need to heal them right here. This is the only spot of any danger. Okay, they're all shattered right there. You can hit them. You've taken quite a bit of damage. You need to heal. However, everything's taken control. Everything's completely under control over there. At this point, I think it's just going to be Valkyria's all that's left. Yeah, everything else is shattered. Epidemius, help out on Valkyria. Cultist, how are you doing? Get on Valkyria. Let's go ahead and just make sure all of you are on Valkyria. Don't want any of you throwing missiles anymore. You can come over here as well. Help out on Valkyria. You can get in here on Valkyria. There we go. Valkyria is down. She was in March stance. There's no reason to keep going here, except I could wait and get another Fecundity off. So let's do that. I'm just going to fast forward here through these last 10 seconds or so. And I'm going to do... Does this resurrect? It doesn't resurrect dead units, I don't think. Let's try it. 41? No, it doesn't look like it. But he can get his health back at least. Yep, the 41 is all that we're at. Okay, that's fine. Alright, pretty good loot coming out of that. 6,762 favor. 64 infections or another 2228 favor. I think we're going to take that favor. It does reduce our campaign movement range, however. I hope that does not turn out to be a problem, but I don't think it will. Defeated Valkyria, melee attack, AP weapon damage. We'll take it. Not the best defeat trade in the world, but it's certainly not bad. And
The song of victory.
I mean, I could stay right there and invite them to attack, but I do feel like some of our units here have been depleted badly enough that I should probably get back.
With haste.
Might help if I actually aimed at the settlement there.
Quarters for the flourishing sword.
Okay, pretty sure we're going to be pretty safe right there. We're not close enough to reinforce or anything like that, but I really don't think that's an issue. I don't see anybody who could attack it. We have 1 turn left on that founding settlement. We've got the public order under control. Got some skill ups here. This increases our casualty replenishment rate. I don't think it needs to go up any more than where it's already at. At least it's not a priority. We'll go ahead and do Infernal Champion and Blade Shield. And this cultist got 3 skill points out of that. Is he mounted? No. Okay, so I don't need Bloated Carcass yet. We shall give him Hard to Hit and Deadly Blade. We do have magic items. Oh yeah, the Ruby Ring of Ruin. I think I'll save that for a spellcaster. And Ancillary is another Plague Ship Captain. That should probably go on to one of the Lords. Epidemius. I'm going to ditch the War Banner. Cancel. I'm on Epidemius. I don't know what... That was weird. I'm not sure what that message was for just now. All I did was click to remove something from him. Nurglish Mutant, that can go on anybody. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that Plague Ship Captain. And give that to Epidemius. And then we'll take that Nurglish Mutant. We'll give it to this guy. Okay. Good enough. Chaos Chariot. Yeah, I think we'll leave him on the Chariot. Take a save and... Alright. Now, here's the question. Knowing what we now know in terms of our victory conditions, let's just check and see if Valkia would be interested in peace.
Corpse shall be dedicated to the blood god.
She would give us 3,000, and then she would leave us alone and head back to fighting Malekith and Flame Gullets. But the thing is, that frees us up to focus on the east again. So far, we've been bouncing back and forth between fighting in the west and fighting in the east. One at a time, and that's really been the key to this whole campaign, is to not have to fight in both the west and the east at the same time. We do have all these wood elves that are the in-game crisis, and obviously we have the dwarfs that are now the high priority because we can finish our victory conditions by wiping them out. So I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to just go ahead and call this a big victory over Valkia. Is there any reason? Let's see here. Effect duration. That seems pretty useful. And it would work on my Fleshy Abundance as well. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay. Alright. So what am I doing? Oh, I'm making peace with Valkia.
I am the harbinger of your demise.
For 3,000. And now we're at war with Elithanar, Malachi, and all of the Wood Elves. and none of them share a border with us. That means we are pretty much free to focus on Malachi. Let's go ahead and Bilgefoot, you are in pretty good shape. We're going to get you moving out this way.
Let us share stories first.
Pan the Infectious, I think I'm going to leave you here for a moment because you're providing good public order for this province, where we do kind of need it. And you're getting some replenishment out of it. Epidemius, you've already moved. Okay, that leaves Dirk Flinsberger.
Oh, Father, blesses me.
Let's get you moving back this away. Agent Harold, you are just continuing to provide public order right here where we desperately need it. Wow, how did this drop so low? This didn't used to be at -6, I don't think. I could turn off collect income if we need to. I already have the control building here built as high as it'll go for now. I shouldn't say for now, as high as it'll go, period. Can I recruit another
Blessed with disease.
Exalted Plague Bearer? Exalted Hero? Yes, I can. Each one of these guys will provide one public order. I can recruit him at rank 4. I mean, there's no reason not to have more Exalted Heroes, and quite frankly, more Cultists as well, other than the monetary expense of them. This sure seems pretty useful. We'll take him. Okay, now we're at -5. I'm going to go ahead and take you off your steed. And we're going to give you Blade Master and Hard to Hit. And I'm not really going to worry about all of these things for now. And then what I'm going to do, I have 3 turns with which to do this. I'm going to... This is a little bit interesting. Who is Archaon at war with? Nobody. That's why they're doing that. They're not at war with anybody, so he's just sitting there with 6 armies. He's got 3 settlements. Probably only one of them is a dark fortress. No, 2 of them probably. The burning monolith is not a dark fortress. The writhing fortress obviously is. Where's his 3rd one? The bleeding spire. No, that's not him. Writhing Fortress. The Monolith of Festerlung. He's got... Of course, that's where all of his troops are. He's got 1 Dark Fortress and 6 full armies. Something doesn't seem quite right there, game. I realize the AI gets some very nice cheats on legendary difficulty, but that doesn't feel quite right to me. Alright, anyway, so as I was going back to what I was saying, I'm going to wait one more turn just to see if Malachi turns around here, but no, I can't. I need to start moving. If I'm going to get them up here in time to fight against a rebellion, they need to start moving now.
Lord demands haste. It shall be done.
Because I'm not going to be able to stop that rebellion from happening. But at least I can hopefully destroy the rebel army when it appears. Okay. Alright, so now I think we are almost done with our moves for the turn. I wanted to get you... Previously, I wanted to get you up into Valkia's territory, but now I don't. Now I want to get you back over here into Malachi's territory. Okay. Anybody else? Pan, you're staying there. I think, okay, that's all of our armies and heroes. Now, our settlements. Everything's being built right here. Control is fine. Right here. Here we go. This is going to be good. Definitely take that. Quite frankly, I don't see any reason not to do all of these. I think we can afford them all. Blood Mountain. Okay. Infernius. Okay. Looking good. Howling Citadel. You're fine. But I could do this, but it's not really a priority, is it? Not really. Volcano's Heart. Sure, and why not? We still have a little bit of money remaining. Everything looking good here. We're about to get another soul grinder, 2 soul grinders in fact. Okay, I think we're good. BlackRock does not need to upgrade the defenses building. Not currently. Okay, I think we're good. We're going to have a little bit of a treasury left over. How nice. Alright, Garrison Lord not moved. Yes, we know. Okay, we're not going to do any of that. Cult upgrade, we're not going to worry about that. We're sitting on 8 on our Tally of Pestilence. Let's go ahead and do the rest of our diplomacy here. I don't know if there was anything else to do besides what we've already done. Does not look like it. Okay, so if we look at Malachi, who is he at war with currently? Us. Chaos Dwarfs. That's Astrogoth, I think. Legion of Damnation. That's Azazel. Okay.
Slayer.
Throg. And Sarl Tribe. And is this Wulfric? No, that's a minor Norscan faction. Stravengard Sea Ravers. They're not the vassal of anybody. And they're allied with all kinds of people. Good for them. They've done quite well for themselves, apparently. Okay. Alright, I think then we are ready. What's our Unholy Manifestation Blessing? A Nurgle chance of plague spreading. We could do another plague. Probably should. Maybe try to get some plagues spreading down here somewhere. There's none to be seen down here. Okay. So we're going to take Port of Secrets, and we're going to create a cultist, and we're going to spread Nurgle Corruption. And besides that, we're going to do... I just now noticed that was a blessed symptom right there that we could have done on our army. It didn't matter, obviously. So we'll go ahead and do this. I'm not going to worry about boosting it at all. Although I could. How much would this be? That raises it all the way up to 450. It's a great way to burn through a lot of extra infections, isn't it? Let's just summon the regular old cultist. And let's start sending him down here towards Altar of Spawns. Nope, 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 nope. That's on me. That's my fault.
This world
Get in the water first. Now I can click down here. Altar of Spawns.
soon. Father wills it.
Okay, I think we're ready to do an intern. Let me just double check these. Be at war with Swords of Chaos. Well, you know what? We could do that instead of invading Malachi, possibly. I don't think it's been 10 turns yet, but maybe it has. Let's see here. Raiding Varg Camp. That currently belongs to Throg. Razor Sack Settlement belonging to any of those. Okay, it's a possibility. The Mighty's Fortress. It's hard to believe we haven't built anything up to level 5 yet. It's turn 93. Alright, whatever. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, well that's a good sign, because I'm pretty sure that was one of Malachi's settlements that just got sacked. I'll be curious to see what Malachi does with that really strong army of his, but it sure looks like he's got his hands full down there in his home territory. Yep, okay. Well, no surprise that he won a battle there, and he's reinforcing that settlement that was sacked. But it does look like he's keeping all of his armies at home currently. It might be a very interesting battle to see Epidemius with all the Exalted Plague Bearers going up against that super strong army with all those Thunder Barges. I don't even know how we would do that, because the Thunder Barges, I presume, outrange our Plague Grenades. But eventually they would run out of ammo, one would think. There's Wulfric, I forgot. Wulfric was confederated by Throg. Okay, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what changes happen to Norska in Tides of Torment. Okay, the Love Bug. Your plague scientists have discovered a new form of blood parasite which causes the infected to fall hopelessly in love with those that they traditionally find repellent. The burning lesions come much, much later. How best to employ this delightful micro-beast? Poison the water supply, which would increase our relations with Wintertooth, or infect an enemy general, which costs us favor, but it does give us campaign line of sight for some reason. Doesn't really seem too logical to me, but maybe I'm just missing something. I'll go ahead and poison the water supply and get a little boost to my relations with Rog. Ooh, excuse me. Obviously didn't drink enough coffee today. Okay, Rite of Awakening, that's fine. Ambusher discovered, yes. Grievous, yes. Settlement receives Plague. Okay, this is good. Our tally is up to 11 now. The Twisted Tower's up here. That's good. We like seeing that. Okay. Onward and upward. This province is now under control. It's getting pretty positive public order again. The slower expansion debuff has worn off. It's got lots of buildings in the process of being built. So what we're going to do is we're going to march Epidemius towards the water here.
I need ink. Bring me more ink.
We are losing Winds of Magic, but I can live with that. Especially because I don't currently have any wizards in this army.
Shiver in illness.
Pan the Infectious.
Father's garden, this is
I might leave you for another turn. We'll come back to you. Dirk Flinsberger. I want you
Prince in the snow.
heading down this way. I love those Chaos War Shrine models. Okay. Kuhar and Agent Harold, you guys can stay here. We're 2 turns away from a rebellion, which is why we've got reinforcements on the way.
Grace brings folly.
This is obviously our plague cultist, and we want him headed here.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
This army is the really strong one, I believe. Is this the settlement that was sacked?
Cold.
Looks like it.
So many ailments.
No, it was this one. It was the Forbidden Citadel. Wow.
I will not share
This was, This was Malachi's only major settlement. Because he's lost Krakadrak, right? Yeah, Krakadrak belongs to Zazel. Interesting. And Legion of the Troll King probably belongs to Mulder, yeah. Okay. I would say Malachi's armies look incredibly strong considering how weak
disgrace my ancestors.
his empire is, but I mean his settlements. But yeah, he's in
Don't think so.
he's in a very unenviable position, we'll say it like that. Okay. Pan, I'm going to leave you. Hero not moved. Yes, I'm going to leave you. Okay, let's go through our buildings. Again, nothing here is a priority. You're already being built. You've got control. You're in pretty good shape there. Everything here is being built. Okay. Everything here is being built. And everything here is being built, except I could do this. This takes us from 3 Plague Bears, 1 Plague Toads, 1 Rot Flies, up to 3 Plague Bears, 1 Plague Toads. All it does is it gives us 1 additional Plague Drones of Nurgle, and it improves the tower projectiles from Nurglings to greater Nurglings. It might be worth doing just for that alone. It also adds to our hero capacity. Yeah, we're going to do it. Anything we can do to strengthen this location because it's obviously right here on a border with a potential future adversary. Okay.
Lord of Stench.
So Bilgefoot, I need to find out, do we have military access agreements with Throg? Or any agreements at all with him? Yes, we have a non-aggression pact. We do not currently have military access. And they're not interested in military access. Why not? That's silly. Silly, guys. Alright, whatever. Looks like we're going to end up worsening our relations with them, because I'm definitely going to have to walk into their territory at some point. For that matter, I could come down here and I could go ahead and get the raiding over with at Varg Camp and finish off a message from God. We get 16 favor out of it. Probably shouldn't be a priority though. Still, we're going to start heading that direction at the very least. Oh, hit the right key there, Michael. Okay. I think that is going to, if I move you out, we're getting 9 through a combination of characters and military presence. So it would still be positive even if we move him out of here. And as long as he goes only as far as the fetid catacombs, he would still provide his benefit. So let's do that. And he can still get maximum replenishment. Honestly, though, I should probably replace these Marauder Horsemen with a Soul Grinder or something. It's a lot more expensive, though. I think the Soul Grinder is 480. The Marauder Horseman is 180.
The sea will transmit his rot.
And he's pretty high ranking. We'll keep him for now. That's fine. Okay. We can certainly recruit the Soul Grinders in a jiffy if we need to. Alright, so next thing we need to do, though, is we need to drop a plague on our most expensive army. It's not you. Is it Bilgefoot? It is not Bilgefoot, it's Pan the Infectious. Okay, so Pan the Infectious. I need to start saving some money here. Upkeep. Campaign movement range and Winds of Magic. And we'll save this then for a for another settlement. Duration. Let's do it. Infect.
Pathogenesis is complete.
That saves us some decent money. Okay.
I'll drink the bilge.
Cult upgrade, no thank you. I think we're going to do one more intern here. I am getting a little closer towards the end. Let's do the rest of our diplomacy, but I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any change. Nope. Okay. Kind of disappointed in Throg. I would have liked to have better relations with him once I start helping against Malachi. I also need to be careful that I don't end up going to war with these Chaos Dwarfs. That could spiral out of control pretty quickly if we do. We're late enough in the game that the Chaos Dwarfs are probably very strong. Alright, it's pretty funny that Malachi is considered by the game more powerful than we are. For a campaign where we've pretty much been on cruise control throughout, and Malachi's got no... Well, I shouldn't say no. He's got one major settlement, but it was already ransacked. And yet he's still able to field armies that are stronger than ours. And obviously just knocked out an army of Throg. He is just determined to not go away. And you know what? If Throg is going to be that way, maybe we go ahead and raid his territory and force him to break the non-aggression pact. Yeah, Throg is actually looking relatively weak here from a relative faction standpoint. Relative faction strength. I feel like Throg is a bit of a paper tiger in this campaign. He's got a big empire. He looks like he should be powerful. He did confederate Wulfric, and yet... Okay, Sword of Cain claimed. That's very thematic there by Morathi. Ambusher discovered, whatever. Imminent rebellion, yep, we're prepared for this. Settlement receives plague, the fetid catacombs. Okay, that's the upkeep one, so that's an army one. It's fine, but it's not going to be of much benefit to us. Okay, so Bilgefoot. If I wanted to land you... Let's give Throg one more chance. Because he does like us. The relations are pretty good. Well, I shouldn't say that. They're going up, but actually the relations are not very good, are they? He's got a prejudice against us that's pretty out of control, actually. He did not like us fighting a war against Valkia. Let's just see here. Okay. Oh, yawning again. I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm going to be calling this episode a little early because I am starting to fade, and I'm not drinking coffee this late. I might leave Pan the Infectious because I don't want to completely abandon my entire Western Empire without any armies to protect it. I'm going to continue to move Epidemius this way. And we'll see what this does to our public order here now. Because I think he's switching provinces. Or not. Okay, never mind. Apparently not. Where's the border at? This is still the fetid catacombs right here. Okay. So our public order here is still fine. Oh man, look at our Winds of Magic. Yikes. Okay, Dirk. Let's get you into the water. Okay. You guys are
Open wounds.
Going to end up getting inside this army. This army is going to go
Conduit for the great corrupter. There is
into channeling stance. Go ahead and join.
expedite sickness.
And go ahead and join. The rebellion is still going to happen, and that's fine. I think this army will be strong enough to handle it. If not, we'll recruit. Okay, we've got a plague cultist here. I could hit up Winterpire if I'm going to be raiding their territory anyway.
In illness. In rapture. Destruction.
Okay. I'm sure Throg is going to like us less and less here after this turn, but keeping our tally of pestilence up. He's, quite frankly, been a unimpressive neighbor, so we don't really care. And I'm going to go ahead then and move into his territory here.
Sail,
Am I going to get attrition? I am not going to get attrition. Next turn I will do some raiding. But if we take a look here, Throg.
I see death.
Well, it's still going up, but it's just not going up as fast, and he's going to have more reasons to not like us next turn. But for now, I think it's all fine. We're going to just keep eyes on Malachi here. Do I want to do any agent actions? Apparently not. Why can I not establish a cult? Is this where I already have one? No.
Cultist.
This action cannot currently be performed. Are we within the time limit? No.
So cold.
Huh.
So many ailments.
I don't know. You're staying still. You've moved. Okay. And from a settlement standpoint, I think we're all good here as well. We only have one cult, I just realized. I'll have to do something about that. Okay, so Palace of Princes here. In one more turn, you'll have your extra building slot. Over here, Blood Mountain and Infernius. I think we'll do Blood Mountain. Blood Mountain may be a garrison building, but probably doesn't have to be. And we're now looking pretty low on money. Okay. All right, well, anyway, like I said, guys, I'm starting to get a little tired here, so I'm going to wrap this one up just a little bit early. I hope that's okay. But, yeah, we're changing directions yet again. So far, I think our strategy has worked probably about as well as could possibly be imagined. We've been basically only ever having to deal with one enemy, one strong enemy at a time. Every time they've been considered by the game to be stronger than we are, and yet none of them has really put up that much of a fight. I just now realized I could take Bilgefoot over here and get that sea encounter taken care of. Maybe might get a little bit of money out of that, but in any case, that is all going to have to be for next episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you then.